The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Don't find fault, find a remedy. Anybody can complain. If you think you can do a thing, or you think you can't do a thing, you're right. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is the process. Working together is success. There is no disgrace in honest failure. There is disgrace in fearing to fail. There is any one secret of success. It lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own. You don't have to hold a position in order to be a leader. Quality means doing it right when no one is looking. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. Wealth, like happiness, is never attained when sought after directly. It comes as a byproduct of providing a useful service. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason so few engage in it. If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. Vision without execution is just hallucination. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. An idealist is a person who helps other people to be prosperous. Greatest thing we can produce is character. Everything else can be taken from us, but not our character. Hard knocks have a place and value, but hard thinking goes farther in less time. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do, and then do it. As we advance in life, we learn the limits of our abilities. If money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real security that a man can have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience, and ability. You say I started out with practically nothing, but that isn't correct. We all start with all there is. It's how we use it that makes things possible. Even a mistake may turn out to be the one thing necessary to a worthwhile achievement. Experience is the thing of supreme value. One of the greatest discoveries a person makes, one of their great surprises, is to find that they can do what they were afraid they couldn't do. To see a thing clearly in the mind makes it begin to take form. Genius is seldom recognized for what it is, a great capacity for hard work. There is no man living who isn't capable of doing more than he thinks he can do. You can't learn in school what the world is going to do next year. Every success is the mother of countless others. There is joy in work. There is no happiness except in the realization that we have accomplished something. The way to learn to do things is to do things. The way to learn a trade is to work at it. Success teaches how to succeed. Begin with the determination to succeed, and the work is half done already. To do more for the world than the world does for you, that is success. Before everything else, getting ready is the secret of success. Success is 99% failure. If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. Any man can learn anything he will, but no man can teach except to those who want to learn. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals. An imitation may be quite successful in its own way, but imitation can never be success. Success is a first-hand creation. It has been my observation that most people get ahead during the time that others waste. We don't want tradition. We want to live in the present, and the only history that is worth a tinker's dam is the history we make today. The man who will use his skill and constructive imagination to see how much he can give for $1 instead of how little he can give for $1 is bound to succeed. If the people really set their minds on anything, it is impossible to prevent them from getting what they want. I do not believe a man can ever leave his business. He ought to think of it by day and dream of it by night. Two classes of people lose money: those who are too weak to guard what they have, those who win money by trick. They both lose in the end. A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business. Profits made out of the distress of people are always much smaller than profits made out of the most lavish service of the people at the lowest prices that competent management can make possible. Businesses that grow by development and improvement do not die. Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs. Getting permanent value out of a job means purpose, and fitting means to ends. Nothing can be made except by makers. Nothing can be managed except by managers. Money cannot make anything, and money cannot manage anything. Work mixed with management becomes not only easier, but more profitable. The time is past when anyone can boast about hard work without having a corresponding result to show for it. As we serve our jobs, we serve the world. The highest use of capital is not to make more money. but to make money do more for the betterment of life. A business absolutely devoted to service will have only one worry about profits. They will be embarrassingly large. It is not the employer who pays the wages. Employers only handle the money. It is the customer who pays the wages. When bankers get into business, they usually destroy it. The competitor to be feared is one who never bothers about you at all, but goes on making his own business better all the time. You can do anything if you have enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is the yeast that makes your hopes rise to the stars. The natural thing to do is work to recognize that prosperity and happiness can be obtained only through honest effort. Chop your own wood and it will warm you twice. The ability to know how to get the information is more important than using the mind as a garage of facts.